Gabrielle, congratulations on being the first female to call Ask Jason.
I was wondering about that. All right, I like that.
Congratulations. I see you're rocking the 323.
That's right.
Where is the 323?
I am pretty much right underneath the Hollywood sign.
Got it.
323 is the city of Los Angeles.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Very cool.
kind of shaped like a donut. 213 is in the middle, and 323 goes all the way around the outside.
Got it. Perfect. Okay, so you're calling from Los Angeles. What is your question?
This is Gabrielle from Little Bird, by the way. You might read
Oh, my God.
Little Bird. Yes, hello.
Wow. And so it's an interesting story. Gabrielle, who's on the phone, I did a conference in New York City in 1996 or 97 called Ready, Set, Pitch. Then we did Silicon Alley 98, I think, the next year. We had 10 people pitch their companies, and you were one of them.
Yep.
And you did littlebird.com.
Yes, and in fact, if they had put me on webcam, I tried to get your man to put me on webcam. I would hold up a copy of Silicon Alley Reporter, which I just unearthed in my office.
Yes. Okay. Well, this is great. We haven't seen each other in a little while, but what are you up to, and what is your question?
Well, I'm starting another venture. This is actually number 3 that I'm trying to get off the ground, and I'm not really ready to talk about the venture itself, but I do have a question about. I'm writing a business plan, and I'm kind of curious. I'm at the part where I'm laying out salaries, and I'm curious what your opinion is about what like a VC or an angel would find to be an acceptable salary for the CEO of a company.
This is a great question, and you have to be very careful with the salary of a CEO, because some VCs have very peculiar beliefs about this. I believe it was Peter Thiel who said, like, the big red flag for him was CEOs who want to get paid a lot of money. Big red flag. Some CEOs who have had many successful ventures, they don't even take a salary at their companies. They just, they're in it for the equity. But however, no VC is ever going to want the CEO to be suffering.
Have to moonlight.
And have to moonlight or be worried about their bills, or have a spouse who is saying, oh my God, you could be making this amount of money working for AOL as a senior vice president as opposed to doing your startup company. Not that I have any experience in that. No, I mean, I'm fine. But so I think the range of salaries for a CEO at a startup company, anywhere from 100 to as high as maybe 350 would be the highest, 300 would be the highest. Now, that would depend on how backed the company is. For an angel investment in a small company, they may expect the CEO to just take a small stipend, in the first year. When you get the venture rounds, maybe they'd be like, yeah, they're fine with 150. Maybe if there was a huge venture round, 20, 30, $40 million, and it's Juiced or some big company like that, or YouTube, they don't mind, or Zuckerberg or whatever, they don't mind them making $250,000 or $350,000 because they want them to not be thinking about their bills every month. So it's a range. And it really depends. And that's a conversation you could have with the VC. You could say, listen, these are my bills every month. This is what I need to hit those bills. And this is what I need to be extra comfortable not looking out the window. So it really depends. And some VCs are hiring CEOs to come into a startup they already have. That's a different type of situation than the startup CEO. The startup CEO, they usually don't take a huge salary. When they're recruiting a CEO, comp may be part of the draw as well as the stock options. So since it's your company and it's a startup, they may expect you and an angel investment to take something modest. And they would look at your previous salary.
Yeah, that's going to be my point is if they look at your previous salaries and they see that this is a huge step up for you, I think that'd be a big red flag.
Yeah.
But if you're being honest with them and saying, look, this is what I was making, this is my cost structure right now, this is what I need to cover my bills and be able to focus on the business and not worry about day to day, then I think you're probably fine.
You've been watching This Week in Startups. To watch the full episode, click here. To check out some other shows from This Week In, click here.